Hello and welcome guys to a new video. Today I will be doing the second free MEWC UK Esports Case, All Well That Ends Excel by Harry and Tim. So normally it's a complicated case. And therefore this is also kind of the third attempt recording this video, because the first attempt I got stuck on 2 bonus questions. The second attempt I recorded clean everything, but the audio was somehow broken. And yeah, so it's the third attempt, but anyways. So thank you for the case, and let's jump right in. No instructions here, that's good. So here you should, you have here in this case, you have a table. You can either make it a table, or I most often like to create form selection, even especially if the names are kind of self-explaining. Otherwise, it's better to make it a table, because then you can do not need to know all the names by heart. And we need to filter all the names. So filter for name. If the acting style is the acting style given. And there you get a list of names. And now we have a second condition we need to fulfill. And in this case, this condition is given as a minimum and maximum. And therefore, because we only have like one value, this value needs to stay in between. And here always be a single answer, so we don't need an add or operator or something. We always have one answer. So in this case, the minimum vocal frequency needs to be smaller or equal to the searched vocal frequency. And you see here it's a filter function with multiple arguments, and the maximum should be larger or equal, so that we stay in between with our person and we get the answer Giles. And we can drag it down. Kind of, yeah, not so intuitive, especially with what is larger and what is smaller, but yeah, it's okay. So here it's also kind of a wraparound, not Excel-wise, but understanding what to do. So what basically is done here, you have a target pattern which is OX, 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 so always in this pattern. And you want to find out how often the pattern here is in the position. So how often the X is at the position where an X should be according to the pattern, and how often the O is at the position it should be according to the pattern. So therefore I split this pattern up. In this case, not row-wise but column-wise. You can also do this by lambda, but I've not imported my lambdas yet. And then I wrap rows 2. And now you see we have this in a pattern. And in this column, there should be an O, and in this column, there should be an X. And you see here 5 points, and every O in column 1 is a point, 2 points here, and every X in column 2 is a point. So additional 3 points here, so 5 points in total. And therefore, let's wrap this into a let function. Let sum minus minus take. We need here an additional bracket. Take W first column equals to O, and minus minus if error, because we can have here an error if the pattern isn't divisible by 2. So we either see this NA error and we want to make it 0. So then if error take W second column, or the column from right, equals X. If error 0, close all the brackets. We get to our answer. Now let's copy this formula in here. drag it down, everything solved. So there are now level 3. So based on these conditions here, and you have always 3 conditions, you want to know when the next year is where all conditions apply at once. So in this case, those are after 2, 3, and 4 years. And you know, there's like 2, 4, 4, 6 every 2 years, so 8, 10, 12. This is 3, 6, 9, and 12 years. And this is after 8 and 12 years, and they only or first met after 12 years. And you want to find this out for all the patterns. And there is an brute force way, and there's an Excel formula way. I brute forced it first because I like brute forcing. So I used reduce. Initial value is 0. Array is xlookup of the conditions. No, not absolute referencing here with the conditions. Because now what I'm doing here is mapping without being bound to the array of array problem. Lambda A, AB, haystack A, and sequence like 40 rows, starting from B, step B, close all the stuff. Let's drop the first column. And now we want to find out which number is first appearing 3 times. Therefore, let's make this a let function. T for to call D, and group by dd count guys. Oh, to call is right. I should use T and not D. My bad. Yeah, here we are. And now you see when we're then making a xlookup for 3, in this column returning 12, we get to the years. Therefore, this is then argument G. And let's do an xlookup for 3 in take G second column, return take not subtotal, take G first column. Close all the stuff. We get to our answer. Let's copy this answer in. We need to make the sequence larger. Not 0. Why? And now I'll drag it down. If we get to an error, we need to enlarge the sequence. And we've brute forced it. But there's also a formula for this, the so-called largest common multiplier. And you only need this formula to solve this level. So I could have saved some time. And especially there's one bonus question you cannot solve with the brute force formula I've used here. So yeah, and this is like the cleaner version of it. So use LCM, not reduce and group by and brute forcing. Here we are. So in my first initial attempt, I tried also to make those first explanation. So you should count how many ingredients are exactly used twice by the witches. And in my first initial, and here's the row number given. And in my first initial attempt, I made those unique, but they are still unique. So there is no character or no symbol that is appearing more than once per witch. So therefore, first let's xlookup for the XLOOKUP for the row in here, returning this. Yes, I know. I want to return this. So here we are. Let's we can also concat it here with array to text. No, I need text join because my normal delimiter or my standard delimiter is a semicolon, and then I could not split it accordingly. But now I can use I split it here, so text split, so I have now everything in a single line. Text split, my row delimiter is now given here, and I have not y, x. I have now everything in a single row, and I can now use group by for x count a, and I can now count if in column 2 the 2's, in this case there are 3 2's. Is it for this? Yeah, so the answer would be 3, which is the right answer. So let's G, and then no, I can't use countif here, I need to use filter, rows, filter G, take G, second column equals 2, close all the brackets, we get to the answer. Let's copy the answer in, and we can track it down. No, why can't we track it down? MNP, group by rows filter. That's weird. That's super weird. I've not experienced this error before. Everything is like, okay. So I used this formula before, and there was no error. So let's find out together. So here are 19 symbols. And this there are 7, 5, and 7. So 14, 19, which is alright. I think that those are the same symbols. And now count how often only each symbol is appearing 2 times. It's the spider web. I don't know. Normally I would use group by and then count A to group it. So here 2, 2, 2, 3 times. Is there something odd in here? Five times. Okay. Is this I'm not seeing this. So okay, it's always in the live format that something is going wrong, but that's all right. So this is 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Yeah, okay, there are more. Is it? Have I switched here something? 30 to 49. 30 to 49. Yeah, this is all right. Crazy. Is it the right column? 452. Sorry guys for the hassle here. It was going clean in the initial solve. And also in the second solve. So not in the solve I want to upload. Wow. Get rid of this. Sorry guys. So here we are. Spiderweb, smiley face. So the delimiter is a comma. Ah, yes, I know what the error is. Sorry guys. I need to trim this. Too bad. Yeah, it's a simple trim because there are like spaces in between. So yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. Okay, so the trim function erases those spaces that are unnecessary. So now you make like a 5 times 5 square or a two blocks away from the starting location and count the points you get there for the symbols. And therefore I need my lambdas. So in this case, I need the area based on indirect cell reference. This is the cell reference. The range is 2. The sheet name is Birnam Forest. And it's a great lambda. I've used it often, kind of often. So, and then we want to get points for the symbols in there. So points based on the symbols. If not found, 0. And then sum this up. And this level is solved. Super easy, and the lambda is super handy. Now let's go to the bonus questions. The first one is how many actors are. So this is kind of, it took me a while to figure out, or a short while to figure out what is the question. So for it's only like how many are not in the list here. So therefore I made unique. There are 9 unique people in this list. And in here there are 11, so 11 minus 9 equals 2, which is right. Or I can use my lambda called list not in list, in this case the count version of it. So the larger list is this list, where there are more options, and the smaller list is this, and you get also to the answer in a single cell. So now you can't brute force it anymore, because now it is level 3. How many years will it take if all conditions occur at once? So in this case, brute forcing it will not be sufficient, because the number is too large that with these 13 positions and the sequencing, you will get to a number that is conflicting with the Excel row limit. And therefore, what you simply do is like LCM over the years here, and you get to the answer. So simple it is. Now, bonus 5 is a little bit more tricky. Therefore, we need to copy the map. Copy the map. So hold control and then drag it. It's the same. So all the soldiers, so not only those guys here, all the symbols are basically soldiers, increasing 2 times in point value in rows, and then they spell a message, not spell a message by showing it. Let's say it that way. So therefore, I should have not have. I will copy it the second time. Don't need this here. Yeah, sorry, I didn't knew again that these are blocked. So here I have the map. Let's do an XLOOKUP to get the value. Forest. And yes, a name would be faster, but making this a name for like only using it twice would be slower. If not found 0. Now I need the current row number equals row to get the current row number, and now it's this times 3. And then if x, no, not x, let x, if x is a number, then I want to have this minus x, otherwise 0. And now we get to the position where this, is this right? Minus 11. Oh no, it's wrong because I need to track it. Too bad. Yeah, now we get to the position, and now this is also not right. Row 14. So in this case, it's row 26. Now getting row 14. Minus 13. Yes. And then we get to the number, and now we need to do a count if for the column criteria is the row number given here, and we get there by tracking this up. Let's make this an absolute row reference and this an absolute column reference. And let's track it a little bit down, not too far, and track it aside. And you see there that there's something in there. And let's turn the color on. Oh, you already see it. FMWC UK is written in there. FMWC, and you see here there's a space in here because here there are 2 columns in between. FMWC UK, and we get to our answer. Took me quite a while, especially with my error. It didn't happen to me in like my initial attempt and my second attempt, so I don't know what went wrong. I don't know, long day. But anyways, thank you for attention. I hope to see you in the next video. I will also link some information about an Excel meetup in New York City with a presentation about calculation efficiency with this guy from them. Unfortunately, I can't be there. But yeah, I wish you fun, and I hope to get the slides because it's a topic super interesting to me. So I will link this in the description. Also, if it's a free case. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So if you want to give this case a try, you can do it by clicking on the link in the video description. So thank you for attention. Hope to see you next time. Bye.